Good morning. God damn. It is beautiful out in South Dakota. Anyways, let me show you what I'm up to. If you guys haven't heard yet, I had a little bit of misfortune the last couple of weeks. My old roommate had a girlfriend that wanted to move in, so I decided to move back and bring some of my possessions to my mom's house. She lives out in Letcher, South Dakota, and basically I'm just out here for a couple of weeks helping my mom out on the farm and stuff. God damn, this is beautiful out here. Alright, this is my mom's garage. She has a table saw, which is really nice. But I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of my mom's property and also just kind of show you what I'm going to do with the van now. I went all the way from St. Cloud, Minnesota, all the way down to Letcher, South Dakota, which is about a 5-hour drive from northern Minnesota to eastern South Dakota. It wasn't too bad. My van was full. I had a U-Haul trailer. Moving sucks in general, but at least we're here now. Which is weird because I feel super chill now that I'm kind of at my mom's. I dropped off some possessions here, so when I do get in the van and travel, I don't have a bunch of like knickknacks like books and other random stuff with me. Collage stuff, paintings, old photos, clothing, winter clothes, outdoor activity stuff, camping supplies, van maintenance stuff. Had to drop off that U-Haul trailer. I'm going through a lot of stuff too and organizing my stuff. I just put out a video from about 2 weeks ago when I finished that painting that's on my other channel, Dailydelsol. It's just a time-lapse painting that I did for a friend of mine. So when I got back from Minnesota and dropped off my stuff, basically I just unpacked my van, unpacked the U-Haul, and then I went to a local festival again back over in Minnesota called Galactic Get Down. I was doing the promotional video media type of stuff there. Took some photos, but not really. My main focus was to get a video done. So as you can see, the van is pretty empty. Just kind of starting where I left off in St. Cloud 5 days ago. Now you can see I'm just kind of leaning up some of my more or less van equipment out here. This is stuff going in the van. This is supplies for the van. I'm trying to empty out the van and also keep it kind of cool because it was way hotter than it is now. Got some overcast. My prints got a little wet during that festival that I went to, so salvaging the ones that made it. It's kind of awesome that my mom already has a table saw because I really needed one of these quite a few times. This is actually going to really help my van build. My mom also has some material left over from her basement build. I'm charging all of my marine batteries for my van to see which one lasts longest, which one has the best power. And this is some of my miscellaneous van stuff too. But apparently my mom has a lot of scrap lumber laying around, so I'm going to go take a little quench and we're going to go try to figure out where my mom's hiding all of this stuff. Also, I have to help my mom just kind of clean up the farm and stuff, keep it maintained. So I'm excited to actually help my mom too before I hit the road. For one, she needs to fix that lawnmower, and two, I need to help her fix that power washer. Anyways, I'm gonna drive a little quench and we're gonna go check out the farm, so let's go. You guys wanna go for a run? Yeah? This is an electrical fence. I think it's off right now. This looks like shit. This is the first barn. As you can tell, it's kind of messy out here. This is just what people do on farms. You pile your garbage outside, burn what you can. That's not gonna open. Alright, here's one of the sheds. I doubt this shed has lights. A wagon that I might be able to use. Hook this onto the back of the moped. There's nothing useful in here. Kind of cool just to see what's in there though. On to the next building. I know the shop has a lot of cool stuff in it, so we're gonna go check that out first. Come on! Right! Oh, I'm fucking happy to Did you find my hat? Oh, Alright, so this is what we're working with. That actually might be fucking useful. Wonder how heavy this is. Kinda heavy. It's locked. Smart thinking. Well, that kind of sucks, but I kind of want to build a sculpture out here too. My mom's boyfriend, I should say, has a lot of steel and stuff laying around. And it'd be sweet if I could build a sculpture with something. Like, look at all this stuff. I'm just kind of exploring my mom's property, seeing what's going on. I haven't really spent much time out over here. Really only know of like one other spot where I could check to see if there's some usable wood for the van. However, I'm already getting pretty close to being finished with it. One, I need to sink 2 batteries down the floor, which that might be great to use. Kinda nervous to keep Little Quench this far away from the house. This motorcycle is a 1967 Honda 110 CT. T110. I don't really remember how it is, but I'd have to look it up. But I've been told that it's worth quite a bit, so I'm and it is a cool looking motorcycle. I just want to keep it safe and not get it stolen. Most cities, if I park, I'll probably actually be on the moped quite a bit, so that's kind of a plus, is that it'll always be hopefully pretty close to me. You can't really see it too well, but there's a broken down barn over there, and I've been kind of considering putting some barnwood in my van build. Me and my mom have talked about taking this barn apart and trying to sell some of the pieces of wood off of it. The problem is getting in there and actually doing it. Also, I'm just gonna go take a peek at this other barn, see if there's some wood in there. I'm mostly just looking for paneling. I'm trying to just build my build around the stuff that I can find. Oh, this is where Hannah keeps all of her horse stuff. Boring. Fun fact, there's actually 4 horses that live on this property. I just don't know where they're at yet. They might be way out in those trees. This is the barn that I was talking about that has some wood in it. But I doubt I want to use any of this wood for my van, as it's pretty thick, pretty heavy. Can't believe he's just got a whole shed full of wood like this, though. We can build a fucking shed! Woo! What do you guys think of all this wood? I think my mom's dogs are kind of on the fence if they like me or not. Oh, here's another garbage pit. You don't have garbage trucks that come every day, so you just throw all your shit into a ditch and then push dirt over it. I've seen this on multiple farms. I don't know, it's one of those things. I don't know if that's necessarily good for the planet. I can see it being harmful if you're pouring liquids and shit in there, but mostly it's just like rusty appliances, car rims. You really don't know where to put it though on a farm. I guess they just put it in home. Here's the other part. This is kind of open. Big old silos. Those silos hold corn in it. Alright, I just got to the broken down barn. I'm going to try to snag some barn wood for my van build. I don't think I've ever seen this done before in van builds, but we're going to see what we can find. Alright, I just don't know how to get in here. We can't go through there. We could potentially back the truck up here and load some wood. That's off limits. Another option is we might be able to bring the truck in around here. That looks kind of wet though, and I don't want to risk getting stuck. This roof seems really, really heavy. I'm sure it is. So I'm gonna get to work here and try to pull a few pieces that I might think might work in my van. I'm seeing some bigger pieces over here and some smaller pieces. So let's get started. Look at that texture though. There's some good pieces that I'm finding. Super fucking sketchy. I don't know, that fucking paneling would look so awesome in my van though. I'm really considering putting that stuff in there. This is a lot of work for this. It would really help actually if my mom picked up her phone and tell me how to unlock the shed so I can cut some of these sunflowers down. This is what I'm looking at. I gotta go through that. I think this is the jackpot. I'm gonna try to salvage as much usable wood off of this old barn as I can for my van build. Again, I'm about 90% done with my build anyways, so this is kind of just embellishment. I don't want to work too hard on the old barn. I know my mom does want to take that down, so I'm just going to salvage what I can. And I think eventually they're going to burn this barn down. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's roll that outro. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I always appreciate new subscribers coming to my channel. If you guys like what you see, comment, maybe like my video. Do whatever you do. I see you guys and I love your support. Thanks so much. See you on the next video.